Okay, so welcome back. Quite a few updates. We are actually up to 8,000 people as of this moment, which is not great because 12% do not have their own flat, which means that we should probably expand somewhere. I honestly, I could see over here becoming an option. I could also see us coming over here. But anyway, with the refinery going, we are almost net positive. We're almost very just almost. But with the debt involved, we're absolutely not. So we need to wait for this epidemic to be over, and we need to wait until tourists come back in. That way, we will definitely for sure be. Once that happens, we will definitely be okay. Because for right now, we're not doing great. We're actually on a slow decline. We've now begun waste separation, having had the first waste research being done, so we can do that at some point, which would be great. Although for right now, it seems like we're doing okay with the trucks going to the customs house. It's not optimal, but not every one is going at the same time. See what I mean? Like I've got a few left over, so basically we've got room to grow for now, which is good. I always want to try and stay a little bit ahead of the curve with what we have going. We should be okay for right now. I could potentially do that with the next town. Have some waste treatment somewhere. Not treatment, but just like separation. Maybe an incinerator somewhere. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out at some point. For right now, the customs house seems okay. Actually, for another additional source of revenue, we could set up a we could still set up an incinerator and get some burn some hazardous waste that way. But I don't know. That's a lot of trucks for that, so I don't. It requires workers too. So 100,000 in exports, and we're not even. Well, the month did just end. I mean, we're almost entirely green. That's amazing. And the oil refinery is actually keeping up with it, which is funny. If I so chose, I could actually throw a couple more pump jacks in there and maybe a conveyor engine to get the last like 10-20% around it, but I don't know, that seems kind of like a waste of steel. The rail's almost done, even though it is taking ages, which is not fantastic. So if you look at the epidemic situation, it seems it is not very dangerous, it will not spread very easily, but they could expect it lasting a long time. So it could last a long time. This is from May, we're in August. So we could be looking at the rest of the year, potentially more dead, honestly. But if I had to guess, I would say probably not too much longer. That's also me hoping it's not going to be too much longer, but we seem to be holding our own here for now. Is it great? No, but it seems okay. That is so not fair. I guarantee. Oh no, actually, prices of clothes might have actually went up. Wow, okay. That's interesting. So at least the farm's going. Actually, with the farm being involved, we might just we might be okay for a few months, considering the clothes, the alcohol, and the oil. I'm sorry, the bitumen and the fuel. So we might be okay for right now. Nobody seems to be escaping from the prisons this year entirely, and the year's almost over, so that's pretty good. 8 months in, we're doing pretty good. I wouldn't feel comfortable starting somewhere else until we do have some more money for sure. Because then we could start another industry and keep going and keep going. But we need to get comfortable where we're at, and we need to have the epidemic end. So we need to wait, basically. That doesn't mean we can't plan, though. I just don't know where. Besides, with the one power connection, the one customs house, it strongly encourages us to get more power of our own volition, our own will. So we're gonna have to research solar and wind for now. Maybe get a power plant going with coal, but we haven't even looked for coal yet, so I would say for now solar or wind. Wind seems difficult. Solar might not be any better, but at least you have the sun every day. Wind can be spotty. Here we go, advertising in Soviet countries. Does that mean it's over? No, it isn't. I'm hoping I'm not getting my hopes up for nothing. Okay, so thankfully enough, the epidemic has ended. Tourists are starting to come back. The low star thing, I'm not sure if that's just because nobody's visited for a while or what, but I'm going full steam ahead on the advertising, so that should be done here shortly. However, I still think they themselves are gonna do it just fine. Wow, I didn't know there was actually a trip in days. That's awesome. You can really track so many different stats, it's crazy. Waste separation is about to get done, which is also great. Pollution is thickening my citizens a little, which I'm not thrilled about, but it's a necessary evil again for right now. And we can continue, you know what, let's go for solar. Let's switch it up a little. Research is about to get done, and guess what? We're about to get some tourists. Okay, research is done. We're about to see what happens. These guys haven't left yet, so... However, one of them did give it 2 stars, but the budget is also 2 stars. I didn't know I had a budget, that's crazy. However, it is trickling back in. Let's give ourselves a little bit more of a buffer here. Well, everything is ramping up. Actually, let's turn you back to max. And let's see the shortest distance to the island. The mainland, shall we say. Of course, the cheapest thing would be a wooden bridge. Actually, I wonder if you can do an underground. Can you? That is so fucking epic. You can. Hold on, let's see if this actually... That is so fucking epic, you can actually do that. It's fucking expensive though. But wow, look at that. Okay, let's do this. Purely for, you know what, let's see actually. Prefabs might be worth, let's check, let's see. The prefab would be 300,000. A wood bridge would be only 60, so guess what? That's what we're gonna do. This seems to be the most direct right here. We can shorten you a little bit more, I know we can. As well as flatten you. Yep, that helps. That helps immensely. Okay. Only 30,000 to get from the mainland to our little island, which is great. So we have that to do. And now we're just gonna wait. I know for sure some of these guys are about to finish up. We're gonna get a rating here shortly, I know we will. What I find really interesting is that 177 intended to enter, but only 52 have. That's really interesting. So, but there's only 10 at the customs house. Why is that? Is that just to measure the level of interest? I don't understand, really. Finally, that's almost done. Okay, we finally got our first rating, that's fantastic. So we should start seeing a lot more. Especially with the advertising. We're at 90% productivity. That's great. So the large hospital has helicopter spots, so we should definitely do that. Because I do want this to be a little larger. It would be excellent if this was... I'm just gonna place stuff down willy-nilly. Let's say 900 for you. Of course, we are going to need a store. Hold on, where's the music? Now, let's see. We need you to be as close to the hospital as possible. Let's see about a store. This is the biggest one. We can't mess around. It'd be nice to get you... Okay, that'll work, that'll work, that'll work. I'm gonna need a cinema. I guess that works for now. We'll get an indoor pool, a bigger one. That's pretty close to the center. I do enjoy that. Okay. We'll get a bigger school. We really should have an orphanage somewhere. Okay. Okay, this works. Should I have a university? I don't know. Where I'm at right now, I think I'll be okay. Police station. We probably should have a police station. We'll put this downtown. What is this again? Fire station. Okay. Prison, I know for a fact you can be removed somewhere. Secret police. Sure. No, we should put the prison a little bit closer, huh? We'll leave it where it is right now. It's okay. We're going to need water. That should work. Now we're gonna need waste and heating. That doesn't seem bad. Heat exchanger. That seems okay. This is all subject to change, of course, naturally. Okay, 200 tour. See, we're doing okay. And, yeah, we haven't unlocked you yet. I could do mods. Because the hydro plant isn't easy at all. No, let's see. We could get a nuclear power plant. We could. We certainly could. Go down that chain. However, that's very expensive. I think wind power would work for now. I do want the industry to be nuclear here. We could start with some roads. Let's do that. Probably gonna have to have helicopter offices for this. This is definitely wonky, I'll tell you what, but that's okay. I don't know if I need to connect all these roads. Better safe than sorry, because I've never built these ones before. Okay, and I've got basically everything connected. apart from the footpath buildings, but I'm gonna consider this mostly a success for now, just like initial groundworks, because I know for that shit that's gonna take. You know what? Let's see. No, it won't show me. I don't want to look. At least a few 100,000, maybe 1,000,000. Very far away, in other words. 57% on solar, not bad. Really, I have to keep doing vaccines. That makes sense, actually. That makes sense. So these tourists are definitely doing some heavy lifting. Productivity's down a percent, not happy about that. But we are paying down, which is great. That is finally done. Thank you. Thank you very much. So guess what? We're gonna have you keep going and finish this. And you know what? You're basically done. I mean, just that long stretch alone took you like 2 years. Year and a half. Basically, I mean, might as well call it 2 years. So you're 95% of the way there. It'll be alright. Look, 82,000 this month alone. We are swimming in it. Right now, the only outgoing cost we're gonna have apart from population upkeep is reconstruction, maintenance, and the rail, and potentially the bridge. But I'm not doing that right now. The only absolutely new construction I'm gonna do would be the metro from the main part of town, because this is already set up. I could just get an engine. Because there's already 80 workers there, you know what I mean? Oh, fantastic. It did it all in one go. That's great. I'm feeling much better about this now that we have tourism back. Now, if we could just avoid another pandemic, we should be honestly pretty great. We should be great. Get back into summertime. We'll be alright. Because I'm definitely not starting any new construction anytime soon. The only very new thing we're going to be doing is completing the rail and getting an engine, a diesel. For the actually, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I'll tell you, I don't think I can airlift a train. Like if I build a helicopter. Can you get vehicles? It seems like it's strictly for actual cargo. It doesn't look like the avenue for us, I'll say that. But you know what, let's see. Do you not buy helicopters? It'd be nice to be able to look and see what they can lift first, but I know helicopter itself would be expensive. I was thinking about just using NATO dollars, but there's not a NATO connection. I would have to actually make a heliport, but that would get me everything else except for vehicles, I think. I don't even think helicopters can lift vehicles, at least in 1976, so... Yeah, like, I'm actually feeling pretty confident about this. The only thing I don't like is that shit can happen at any time. For example, another pandemic or an earthquake, and I don't have the fire station really to, like, I'd have to babysit it, more or less, and that's what I'm doing anyway, so... It's not fantastic. I could build another fire. You know what? Let's see. Let's see. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. You know what? Let's see. The big one. I can't put it anywhere, actually. It's okay, it's okay. We'll be okay. No, you can't, you motherfucker. We can have a little workaround by doing that. And we can throw another one here, that way we have 4. I guess it works. How many of these things staff? 30? We'll have 60 workers at a time. A bit more than that, actually. That's not bad. I'm not going to start work on them right away because we do need... We need to wait, okay? we need to wait. Prisoners seem to be staying at the same level. Roughly 60, which is great. So the oil refinery is not doing great in the winter, which of course, you know, we should have come to expect. So we're definitely going to need a train. However, it doesn't look like it's entirely out for the count, but in large part it does seem like it does, because last month's exports were amazing. Let's see how the metro is doing. Oh, nobody's waiting there. Okay, never mind. Solar is about to be done. That's fantastic. I might actually build a couple of those right here to offset my current thing here, because power is actually... Okay, great. Power is actually the 4th largest thing. So, oh, and a chemical factory would be great too. I'm not sure if I did research into chemicals yet. Let's find out. No, I haven't. Doesn't look hard to make. No, it doesn't. None of these are actually the recipe of the blueprint, so we have to study it first. That's okay. We'll do that. We can do that after this. Okay, so thankfully winter has ended. The refinery is up and running for hopefully the last summer with the help of buses. The rail is, I'm assuming, going to be done by the end of the summer, because this is getting pretty crazy out here. I know this thing only goes so fast and can only handle so much at a time, and it's like it can only go 5 kilometers unless you manually assign its shit. But there's only so much more it can go, you know what I mean? We'll be okay. Tourism is keeping us just below what we need right now. If we can get a chemical plant going and some electricity on our own, that'll be even better. Look. With just one trip by the buses, we're already gonna be there, dude. We're halfway, more than halfway on chemistry, because I'm assigning more people to it. Oh, I did start work on a new road here just to make it a little bit quicker. It might be a little bit quicker than just going through this. It's more direct, I'll say that. I also added this too. I think it's a little bit more direct. It would be better if I could add a section here, but I don't want to do that. I could, though. I'll give them something to do, I guess. Finally. Okay, first trip's going to be done. You know, I really don't get it. Auto assign is on, but it's not automatically assigning itself. So I don't understand. Is it me? Am I doing it wrong? Am I messing up somewhere? Well, what is the problem? There we go. Fantastic. That's all I needed. So I'm thinking maybe absolute worst case scenario. I could get a motor car. Obviously, it's not the quickest thing. But it could work for right now. What's the difference between the 700 and the 701? 2 more tons and a bit more kilowatts in power. And the 700A. I'm not going to buy straight away. I know that would be the thing to do. Everybody else would say, oh, well, why don't you? You're right there. You have the money. Well, let's get a little bit more. Let's just see what happens. Let's build ourselves up and not just constantly spend. This is our first green month in a while. I would like to cherish it. Especially considering the heightened construction, reconstruction, maintenance, whatever you would like to call it. I really should set up some semaphores here, actually. I'll do that right now. What building? Prison. Okay, that is, well, it's not done yet, actually. Okay, that's quick and... No. God damn, this is longer than I expected. Oh my god. Now that I'm laying these down, I finally notice. Okay, quick and dirty. That was fun. Okay, guess what we're gonna do next? Wind? Yeah, we'll do wind. I didn't think the solar power plant was gonna be as fucking big as it would be. I thought you could just do, like, little ones like how you can the wind. I guess you can't. We're gonna do another increased birth rate just because I feel like it. And you know what? Why can't I buy you? Oh, I'm too fucking broke, that's why. We'll get you then. I'm gonna have to babysit this fucking thing because the track builder is still going to be up there doing shit. Actually, it's almost done. So that's one less expense we have to worry about. We're almost done. Let's see how much this thing grabbed. Wait a second. God damn it. Okay, that one was mine entirely. That was my fault. Look at that, actually. We're about to make back the cost of the fucking motor car entirely. That's great. Almost. Okay, let's send you out again. Let's try this again. Come on, man. What is it now? Well, since it's already out there, basically I'll let him have the trip and then just teleport it back. That way it does it anyway. I don't want it to waste the trip. It takes like a fucking full day. It takes like 2 or 3 days, honestly. It's really stupid. Motherfucker, I knew it would do that. God damn it, I hate this shit. I hate it. I hate this little thing, dude. We need to get a bigger one. God damn. Fuck, I hate wasted trips. It's not a wasted trip, but you know what I mean, man? If we had a bigger one, we could just do it in one fell swoop, and guess what? We're not doing that. Because we're cheap. We're cheap and broke, and we're fucking everything, man. I hate it. I hate it. Finally, can we fucking do something now, please? Please tell me. No, you can't. That's fantastic. Let's try that. I can't keep building these stupid fucking things. I'm hoping that one works. I guess I just don't understand how trains work. Let's see where it's at this time. Almost there again. I could build the chemical plant out here. It's not a bad idea. It'd be splitting up the workers, which I'm not happy about. But... ooh, and it's not cheap either. We'll hold off on that. We'll hold off. See, okay, see, look, this thing turns onto it just fine. So guess what? If the motor car doesn't turn onto it, I'm gonna be very upset. Okay, hold on, I don't really get this. So, it's showing me. Okay, come on. Get you onto the main track. Come on, fucker, come on. Made sure both are good. Here we go. We're making over the profit. Well, we're about to be, actually. 42. 42, can we hit 42? We'll see. We're about to hit 42. And we've hit it. Fantastic. So with the rate this thing's going, they shouldn't interact on this run. We're gonna basically have 150, 160s, 170 workers on average. That's pretty good. This thing goes slightly, because this thing goes a lot faster than the track. Okay, we're doing great. Okay, what research program are we looking at? Yes, wind, okay. Plastics, that's an interesting possibility. Let's go advanced engineering. We're doing fucking amazing, dude. We're actually about to have 6 figures in profit before the month is over. I know I'm not gonna speak too soon. This is great, dude. I know for a fact the cisterns can go a little bit faster. They can go 95 kilometers. So in other words, until we get a tanker, we can get a panel road going. Yeah, but that's a ton of work days though, shit. People are getting happy. We've actually reached 400 tourists. I don't think we've ever hit that number yet, so that definitely helps. That definitely helps. Okay, man, this is pissing me off. It's hitting every possible Okay, please, for the love of Christ. It's gone. Holy fuck. Okay, that fixed it. That fixed it. Okay, so I just had to... I'm understanding a little bit better now. Okay, hopefully we can just knock it out. I have a feeling it's gonna be 2 fucking trips. I have this horrible feeling. But it's the last real thing. No, there's 2 of them. Actually, there's 2 of them. My bad. Okay, so the cisterns are starting to not be able to keep up with the fuel and bitumen, which is great. Which means that signals to me we're going to need another track soon. I'm going to keep doing it the way it is, though. I really should have another road out here. We're going to keep doing it the way it is, though. Get some snow plows. Let's see. And it's been a while. It's been a while since we've bought snow plows, so let's see what the best and biggest one there is. 50. Wow. What was the one we bought before? I think it was this one. It goes 70 and it plows at 50. We'll get 1. I would say it's absolutely imperative to get the money for wintertime because I know for a fact I don't think the snowplow is going to do good in winter. No. We actually don't even have to do that. We don't have to do that. I impulsively bought that fucking thing. We don't have to do that anymore because we have the motor car on the rail, and the rail isn't impeded by snow. So I did that for no fucking reason. Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world to do, you know what I mean? Considering our debt is going down. Starting to see green, green, green. Happiness. Starting to see a few more prisoners, actually, which is definitely interesting. Loyalty is going up. Let's see. 91%. So theoretically, we could get a tanker. I don't like it. Because it would be all on one track. It seems like it should be the way to go, though, for these... Because the tankers are not keeping up. Or, I'm sorry, the cisterns are not keeping up. You know what, actually? It's July. Let's see how we're doing. Say I build a 25% quality pump jack. Throw it right there. Nope, that is an out connection. So, you know what we gotta do? We have to cripple this. No, we're gonna do it so that it only does 1 trip. Fuck. 2 trips. That's okay. That was the higher quality one too. Motherfucker. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We're going to start you. We need to start a conveyor engine too. And I absolutely positively want this. Before winter. That would be great. Damn. Fuck it, I'll just do it the way it is, because they're on their way. I'm hoping that's not going to be too far. I got the longer extension, so it should be okay. Should be is the story of my fucking life. 16, 20, 25. Do we have a 25, 25, 25? We do. However, it's not close enough. However, I'll tell you what we can fucking do. Throw down a wind. Throw down some wind, which we should be making these anyway. It's not going to be running at full capacity. I know that. Hook you up to a road. Get you connected. Let's do this connection. We could try to get one more. I know I'm gonna have to get a couple more wind things out here. Turbines. We could get a 20%. 20? 20, come on. I'll go with 17 right here. I know for a fact, oh, we're doing great, holy fuck. I know for a fact we're not going to be running these at full capacity. With one wind plant, but that's okay. Oh, how are we doing? We're not doing bad, actually. We're not doing bad. Let's see, okay. You're not done. That noise I heard was just a demolition. No, I'll keep that. No, wait, that's an out connection anyway. That's okay. Come on, I had you. We'll have you ready to go. No, 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 that's not. However, we should be building more wind plants around the city to offset the power. But right now, oil is top priority. Well, not top priority, reconstruction is, but let's see what happens. We should see a glorious convoy descending, and we do, actually. We definitely do. Can it be done by the end of summer? I think it can. Maybe in a couple months, actually. We definitely see that increased construction cost. However, we are still in the green, which is fantastic. We can't store and export mixed waste. How much do you hold? 21 tons? Guess what? Oh, you hold that too, really. Guess what? We're doing this. No, we're not doing this. Fantastic. That should be high priority too. This is almost done. No, it's not. So guess what? We need to send you out again. For all intents and purposes, though, you are done. Because there's one rail that gets there and one that can leave. Now, if you function... Okay, good. So it waits. I might get a notification saying that it's waiting too long. I kind of doubt it. Let's see, health and happiness are going up. Fantastic. We might be getting some dilution here shortly because farm, alcohol, clothes, pollution. I'll start the wind power plants, maybe in the winter, actually. Maybe in the winter. Is the demolition done yet? Where is my demolition office? Hello? I would imagine you might be way too far. Oh, you're done. Okay, I didn't get notified. That's fantastic. I probably didn't do it. So it's really my fault. Fuck, I'll tell you my fucking mistake, goddamn. I've got to place another one. I have 2 connections. Fuck, I'm ruining it. You go into you. You might be too long. You're not too long. And you don't cost that much. This is gonna look very confusing when everything's said and done. However, I don't really care. We'll try to tilt you, that way you're out of the way. Come on, come on. Okay. So we're holding our own despite the odds. Actually, we're not exporting anything at all because we need a truck up here, and guess what? We're not gonna have a truck up here, so guess what? We're gonna need a big garbage truck. We're gonna need a big one. So that it attends to the needs of you, which it should. It very well should. It should. It's within range. We're in August, so that's not great, but productivity is up to 92%, which is great. I know I have more than enough steel for all these things combined. It should take at least, I don't know, maybe 2 trips, 3 trips. I should have started this sooner, but I was probably going to do this eventually. I know that when we get more workers out here, we do need the extra oil, so I figured once we started getting some money, we will do so. We're gonna send a distribution truck out here. Everybody else should cover for it. It should be okay. I know it's a long-ass trip, but nobody really comes and works this anyway. Okay, so the truck did come out here. It's good. It is being worked on slowly but surely. I love that. That's almost done. Okay. Oh, we're doing a construction. We're not doing great. I know it takes forever to get out here. We're still laying materials and everything, I know that. We're likely going to be in the negative for a little bit just because of the construction. But we'll be okay. Because guess what? The refinery is back up and running. Now, theoretically, I could start working on a second track. I don't know if I'm going to now at this point in time because the last one took for fucking ever. I think I'll just struggle with this one for a little bit and endure with my little system until we have to make changes. God damn, dude. I don't think I've ever seen this much fucking importing costs. We're about to hit 250,000, $250,000, dude. That's fucking insane. Best part is we're actually not even too much behind it either. We actually cleared 300,000 in income last month. That's fucking insane. We seem to be slowing down on tourists, though not great. I don't like that. Okay, well guess what? You've got chemicals now, so you guys can stop bitching that you don't have drinking water. You're about to have drinking water, yes you are, and guess what? There's gonna be so many of you here, or so few of you here compared to an actual town, that it's not going to matter. See, because like you're filling up the tank's gonna be... It's gonna be so great. Close you. And then we'll open it. Because how much is this thing taking it? We'll find out here in a second. Open it. Damn. Okay, some of the pipelines are done. I'm happy about that. The pipelines are actually pretty easy. Especially considering the cranes. Half of the pipelines are done. I'm loving that. We got a full bus ride coming. Okay, oil is struggling for right now, but then again, we do have 200 fucking workers here, so... Okay, let's open this. Damn. Four meters a day. Let's see, how much do you produce a day? $1.30, okay, that's not great. However, I really don't give a fuck. When they're not here, that is when it'll fill up. So it doesn't really make a difference to me. Besides, this number to me not moving says it's still filling up. There's enough of it That's not a problem. Because it's not going down, it's staying steady. Yeah, we're gonna need a fucking tanker. And soon. Okay, so our biggest thing right now is work days. Can you reach any? No, you can't. Okay, great. So in other words, we're gonna need about 150,000, maybe 160 to last through the winter. So I wanna try and get to that number. I know construction is ongoing, but still. Because of the loan costing us 40,000 a month. And winter is basically a little over 3 months, I'd say, so I think we can do it. I always think it's so cool how the cranes are able to just go off-road. I love that little feature. That's really cool, man. Holy fuck. We're actually full on fuel. Okay, hold on. Before I go borrowing, let's see what we can do. Let us see what we can do. I can get a pig. I know it's not great. We'll get a pig. How much are the tankers? Actually, let's see what you have used. No, you don't have any. That's terrible. Okay. Jesus Christ, 41 pages. Holy fuck. Tanker. Oh, fuck off. Okay. In other words, I'm going to be broke once more. So this will definitely help us, and the cistern investment we made, well, we can use those later on for something else, like actual fuel maybe. Right now, though, let's just see what this what the pig does. So we're gonna do this. Oh god, that was a nice lag spike. We're gonna do this. We're going to do this. We're gonna make sure it doesn't unload the vehicles, or we're gonna be shit out of luck. We're gonna start it. We've already troubleshooted the track once. We're still making a profit too. Fantastic. Where are you go? Oh no, you're going there. Okay. Let's not do that. You can carry 240 tons at a time. So in other words, you're gonna have to make 2 trips with how we're looking right now. It's like 600, 650-ish, I guess. but considering the rate, once everything gets going, you'll be okay. I don't have a distribution office, so this thing's going to be making constant trips back and forth, but with how slow it is, it may as well be a distribution office considering the length of the rail. The only bad part is that the pig is definitely going to slow this guy down. But I've got a bus that goes there too. We're just going to have to build a separate track. Which we could honestly start doing now. Yeah, let's start doing that now. That way, I want to get this started so that the track builder gets off of the rail that these guys are on and onto this one. That's why I'm not doing the entire thing at once here. I want to make sure this gets started before they get back. That way, it can keep going and going and going all by itself and not interrupt anyone. I also made it small so that it can only do one trip. Or so that it's able to do the one trip. My bad. Oh no, never mind. Okay, goddamn. So with this being the only new construction, we should be able to support it. Considering our income, debt, and everything involved. Something is coming back. Oh no, never mind. Okay, I misheard. I honestly really did consider the loop there for a second, but no, we won't. Since there's that one rail, I'm just gonna merge it because that's not the main thing, so we're just gonna do that. Considering how slow the fucking rail builder is, we'll just have we'll honestly roll the cost into our normal shit. It's not gonna be, I know it's a big scary number right now, but that's really all it is. Look at that. 100,000 rubles. That's fucking insane. That should definitely help us catch up. We're gonna need to get this thing built soon. I know it's not gonna be. It's wishful thinking to say soon. I just increased the birth rate just for shits and giggles, really. I know I've got no space as it is, but hey, why not? Just to make sure, you know, winter's coming. And I need to make sure this isn't treating this as okay. So we're good. I've got to say, after having the second serious run without being too ambitious at once, I was still fairly ambitious, I'll say that. I'm feeling pretty great about this. I feel like there's some long-term stuff here. Well, you know, 17 years later, right? It's funny. We'll get away from this pollution, constant fucking pollution, get away from the heating plant. We'll be okay. Oh, quite honestly, we could buy a couple more tankers. Which I might just do. I'll buy one more. Because I know for a fact this thing is... No. Fuck it, I'll hold off. I just bought these two. Look at that. Look at those fucking numbers, man. We are winning. We're not winning with the construction. Let's see how... Okay, oil's not doing great at all. The pump jack's about to be done. We might have this done before winter. Might as in the skin of our teeth. There's just two more well, I guess, no, three. Three pipelines to go. They're not very big. The biggest thing really is the pumping station itself, which is about to be done. We're not gonna have it in time. We're running out of oil as is, but we're still hitting my numbers. Tourism is at its, well, tourism is doing pretty good. And he's on a separate track. I think we'll leave it as it is for now, okay? And we'll see you in the next one.